So Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's easier to dismiss her as she's just a nut. So when I originally saw her post this over the weekend, Marjorie Taylor Greene says, I am not suicidal and one of the happiest, healthiest people you will meet. I have full faith in God, blah, blah. With that said, if something happens to me, I ask you all to find out which foreign government or powerful people would take heinous actions to stop the information from coming out, not only about this issue, but because of the truth that I have been speaking, the people understand what I'm saying. So when I saw this, it's easy to say, okay, yeah, she's on there saying she's not suicidal. But then when you drill down on it, you realize Marjorie Taylor Greene has opposed sending money to Israel and continues to talk about, is this America first? We cannot continue to do this. And she's also been steadfast on releasing the Epstein files. So the tweet directly before the I'm not suicidal tweet was that you can put it up, but I'll just summarize it. Basically, she's saying the Epstein rape and pedophile network will not be exposed. And she goes on to say she will not change her signature on the resolution to release these files. And I find it interesting. So in my mind, it says, I'm going to be killed by a foreign government because I'm not towing the line, or I'm going to be killed because I want to release the Epstein files. Is that where your head went, Jennifer?
Well, I don't think there's any question what she's referring to here is Israel.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has been very loud about how she is against that. She has grown increasingly vocal, and she feels the need, as she did a couple of days ago, to publicly clarify that she is not suicidal. She wrote, I am not suicidal, and I am one of the happiest and healthiest people that you will meet. I have full faith in God, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. As a sinner, I am only saved through his grace and mercy. With that said, if something happens to me, I ask you all to find out which foreign government or powerful people would take heinous actions to stop the information from coming out. Not only about this issue, but because of the truth that I have been speaking. The people understand what I am saying. Yes, we are the people, and we understand what you are saying. We understand why speech is considered so dangerous, why the ADL creates a list that features people like Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA and Candace Owens. Why speech is so dangerous is because if it carries truth, it speaks to power. And power is not truth. Power at this moment is a lie. It is a carefully woven lie.
One of the members of the U.S. government most slavishly loyal to Israel is Senator Ted Cruz. When you laid out positions like you've just laid out on the show, he called you crazy, which just strikes me as a way to avoid substantive discussion about what's going on. Why do you think people like Senator Cruz are so focused on the U.S.-Israel relationship as things are challenging in our country?
Hey, I wish I had $1 for every comment under his post that said, she never said Jews. Why would you say that? That was literally comment after comment after comment. And I didn't say Jews. I didn't say anything about Jewish people. What I talked about is basically fearing for my life because I'm demanding all the files be released, the Epstein files be released. So I'm not really sure why Canadian-born Texas Senator Ted Cruz would attack me that way and would literally say something so utterly foolish. He basically outed himself, and he told everyone which country he cares about most, and he's done that a lot lately. He's definitely expressed over and over again the country he loves the most. It's not Canada, the one he was born in. It's not the United States, the one that he serves as a senator, but it's definitely Israel.
All right, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to my Akim. YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this dark captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations for our actual Yahshua. This is Brother Kawakam coming at you with another lesson. And now, there was a lot of things said that I didn't even catch on my first watch, but I'm going to have to watch this again.
I ask you all to...
So, first things first, I noticed, well, you saw this this hag, all right, when she was reading the tweet from this Congresswoman Green, when she got to the part where it said, "I have full faith in God and you know what, you know who." The thing I want to point out is how she didn't want to read the thing. She just skipped over that. But let me get over here.
Has grown increasingly vocal.
Question what she's referring to here is
That she has grown publicly clarify that she is not suicidal. She wrote, "I am not suicidal, and I am one of the happiest and healthiest people that you will meet. I have full faith in God, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. As a sinner, I am only saved through His grace and mercy."
So over here, Candace Owens, being the demon that she is, but she's still, I believe she might be. I believe she's still an Israelite, but she's still a demon nonetheless. But regardless of that, you still see the innate characteristics of Israelite compared to Edomite. All right, so let's get this. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. That is insane. I put Hebrew. It's Hebrews. Hebrews 12:16. God damn, it's always some shit, man. Let me guess, it's not. Oh wow, I was right. Okay, so Hebrews 12 verse 16. Not to be any fornicator or profane person as Esau over one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So, okay, we have this where Esau is the most profane. Esau cannot stand spirituality. He hates being spiritual. Whereas Israel, we are the most spiritual. So as a result of that, yeah, Candace Owens had the decency to actually read the entirety of the tweet and read that part of it. But you have this Edomite demon, the Shedamite, that just couldn't be bothered to read the whole thing. And clearly, it was something that was just like, ew, like I don't want to talk, I don't want to say that, I don't want to be a part of that stuff like that. Ew, this is so disgusting, blah blah, like yeah, blah blah. All right.
Out, not only about this issue, about which four you will meet. I have full faith in God, blah, blah.
See? You saw that. You heard that, Slock. You heard that. All right? She couldn't even be bothered to read it. That's just the first thing out of this whole thing. Slock, I'm not getting into the whole thing, but just like, by the way, let me actually get that so you know what we're going to be actually talking about. So, yeah, basically you saw that thing where Esau naturally just despises spirituality. All right. So as a result of that, you have this complete divide. All right. You have this complete divide of when you get someone that's more so on the spiritual side. Now, Slakia, I'm saying this because I'm pointing this out because this is the spirit. This is the spirit that's on me that wanted me to say that, because this is very important that you understand that the reverencing Yahawadah, reverencing God, and actually paying respects, all right, even in the slightest form, even if they don't truly know, they're not fully educated on the matter, all right, that goes a long way in us being able to tell who is an Israelite or not. All right, when someone is spiritual, they're going to take the time to actually care. Slacking more specifically, if someone's of the elect, all right, then there's that innate natural desire to want to please Yahawadah. All right. Obviously, I'm not saying that Candace is doing that right now, and I'm not saying that Candace is part of the elect. But I'm trying to illustrate the point that you see this. You see the two sides of the coin where Esau is at the far end of the spectrum of secularity, and Jake is on the far side. Jake can be either on the far side of spirituality, or you're more so on the middle, but still retaining, even if they're not fully believers, they still retain some form of some form of spirituality in them. All right. So I just wanted to point that out. Slocky, that's not the main thing, but we will, if you, as I was saying, basically everything that they do, they're always spiritual. But let's actually get into the proper topic. I saw this video where this pastor and spiritual advisor or whatever for DJT, he said, or he pleads guilty for, you can read what the thing says over here, okay, where this is the thing that they do, and his sentence was 10 years, 10 years for it, even though it was across multiple years. I think it was I forgot the girl's age, but or the woman's age. She's now 55, but she said it was happening for the span of multiple years, and then he only has to serve 6 months, and then he gets out free of charge. Like this is the type of stuff that's happening. This is unfair. This is wicked, and it goes to show how evil this society is. They can get away with doing literally anything and everything, but let this be a Jake, and the Jake will get the book thrown at him, life, whatever. They will make up charges to add on to whatever bullshit. Like, it is genuinely disgusting how these devils constantly just show it in people's faces, how these devils get, if they even get caught, they get a slap on the wrist compared to everyone else. 6 months, and then okay, well, you can go live freely. Oh, you just have to register X, Y, and Z, and then you're good. Like you served it. You I know you're a good person. All right, terrible stuff. All right, I'm not gonna put the link. Well, I will put the link in this, but yeah. Anyway, continuing on. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. Let me get this also. This also has something to do with it because it's the Epstein stuff. So let's listen to it once more, Slakia.
Woven.
Well, Slakia. Before I do, I just want to say Amos 8 verse 11. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah. Thou will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Where basically, the day is going to come where, the Lord is going to make it so that we're not going to be able to speak. These devils are going to say, all right, no more freedom of speech, no more everyone talking or saying their own opinions. If you say an opinion that is something that we don't like, you're going to get punished and stuff like that. So that's basically what's kind of going on here, where this Marjorie Taylor Greene is speaking out against a certain group of people. Not necessarily, no, she wasn't even speaking out against a certain group of people. She was speaking out against what's it called, and then they were drawing the association to them because they know, well, whatever. The whole famine of the word is going to come because these people are going to say, oh, we're not allowed to say our opinions. If you say something that we don't like, well, you're going to get punished or fined or whatever bullshit and stuff like that, where they don't want a narrative that's being pushed out that goes against their plans, which has been a reoccurring thing, I think, within the past year. I think not even just this year, but last year as well, especially with the whole Palestine crap. All right. So, continuing on.
Lie.
One of the members of the U.S. government most slavishly loyal to Israel is Senator Ted Cruz. When you laid out positions like you've just laid out on the show, he called you crazy, which just strikes me as a way to avoid substantive discussion about what's going on. Why do you think people like Senator Cruz are so focused on the U.S.-Israel relationship as things are challenging in our country?
Hey, I wish I had $1 for every comment under his post that said, she never said Jews. Why would you say that? I I mean, that was literally comment after comment after comment. And I didn't say Jews. I didn't say anything about Jewish people. What I talked about is basically fearing for my life because I'm demanding all the files be released, the Epstein files be released. So I'm not really sure why Canadian-born Texas Senator Ted Cruz would attack me that way and would literally...
That is literally, I can't say anything, but let's just say that if I stole if I had dandruff, if I was known for having dandruff, and I went to go and I stole cookie from the cookie jar, and there was dandruff on that motherfucking cookie jar, I know niggas would think that I stole from the cookie jar. Slack you, but you basically get the point, okay? That's just one random thing of humor, a rare moment, I guess, to say the least. But yeah, that's basically it. Like you have these people like saying like why are you saying all this stuff? Why are you getting so mad and whatnot? She never said X, Y, and Z, and I don't think I'm pretty sure she did not say. She did not say it. Let's see, blah, blah. Yeah, she didn't say. She didn't say what they that shall not be named. All right. So she didn't say that, but yet, obviously, maybe there's a connection. Maybe there's a reason why he's getting so offended and whatnot. All right. But yeah, I hate when that happens. But yeah, this is clear cut. Like, what else? What other conclusions are we supposed to come to? All right. Like, what are you trying to hide? All right. Like, what's the implications here? All right. So let's actually get into these precepts. Psalms 73, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Basically, over here, they are not in trouble as other men, meaning that they don't have to face the consequences of their actions compared to other men. Where, again, like these devils, they get to do steal, kill, rape, rob, murder, all this stuff, and then you get a smack on the wrist, and then you're free to go. You can live, but then let it be literally anyone else, and I mean literally anyone else, any other nation, be it Israelite nation or another non-heathen nation, and they get worse. Even these other nations as well. Okay, they're not getting things easy. They're not getting things easy. All right. Verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Okay, basically, they are covered. They are protected by their weaponry. Their affinity to war. So if someone tries to check them and whatnot, then it's just like, well, what are you going to do? Okay, we'll just use our military to kill you. We'll just use this to stop you. You're not going to get in my way. All right, like that's how things go. They don't care about if they're right or if they're wrong. All they care about is even if I'm wrong, Slocky, even if I'm wrong, well, I'm still right because I can just kill you. I can just do it. No one's going to stop me. All right, that's how Esau works. All right. Now, next, let me see. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against the evil work do not execute speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set them to do evil. And that's how Esau does, where because the Lord Yahawah, okay, who is above Esau, isn't judging him immediately, isn't stopping him, isn't putting a stop to these things, then he doesn't immediately, Slakia, then that's where he's like, oh, well, no one's going to stop me. I can do whatever I want, all right? And I spoke on this on multiple lessons before, but there was a meteor shower during slavery times in America, I believe, where they thought that the meteor shower, that was a bunch of meteors falling on and hitting the places and stuff like that, was judgment from Yahawah. And as a result of that, they were thinking, okay, well, let's recompense, let's tell all these slaves where their families are, so the Lord will stop. He'll have mercy on us and whatnot. And basically, after the meteor shower ended, they went back to doing the exact same thing. So while the meteor shower was happening, they were saying, oh, we're sorry, we're going to do this, we're going to be good, we'll be good, we'll do good. And then when the media shower ended, then they just immediately went back to doing the same wicked stuff, the same evil stuff that they have been doing. All right, it's like this is how Esau does. When there's no one that's there to put him in check, then he's just gonna keep on doing whatever he wants. Okay, uncontested. All right, Isaiah 5 verse 23: "But justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him." Okay, Esau is always justifying himself, justifying wickedness, justifying evil. Okay, defending their people. Like it's just like how long has it been that they've been complaining, saying, "Show us this Epstein files, show us this, show us that, show us this, whatnot," and then they still haven't done it. All right, like clearly it's an agenda. They don't want to, or maybe they're freaking. Well, I'm not going to say that, but you know, it's clearly it's wickedness going on. Micah 2 verse 10: "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." Okay, so yeah, basically, at the end of the day, this world is not our world. We do not need to try to build in this wicked ass corrupt society. So that's why we have to wait for the kingdom, and when the Lord returns, then we're going to be blessed with righteousness. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Yahawadah, or Kwak Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, the Bible, and Shalom.